Peer pressure is something that has seemingly always trumped backlash and public revisal against its existence, always seeming to insert itself into relationships in different forms and methods of presentation. It's something that can arise in a matter of seconds or can gradually accumulate over the course of years and years. Peer pressure has massive impact on teenagers in particular. It's something that raises the one thing that the majority of them are concerned about: ambiguity, identity. The teenage years are marked by the formation of an independent and unique self, and peer pressure disrupts that by establishing a false standard and crafting an unnatural sense of desire for belonging within an undesirable environment. Though it's not something that can simply be destroyed, its impact can be drastically reduced. Being able to recognize common tactics and, more importantly, understanding why it happens can have incredible impact in belittling peer pressure's influence. It's present in direct verbalization, the creation of ultimatums, the absolute labeling of people and their social stance, and the setting of dares or challenges are the most common forms of direct peer pressure. Each of these forms relies on an internal model of social hierarchy being set in the mind of the yearning person. That's the person that could potentially be a victim. They have certain people that they revere as group heads, as the anchors of decision-making that they seek to appeal to. These supposed heads, which in most cases is a completely non-existent position, can sometimes exploit these advances for their own entertainment, or rather, the group's entertainment. Ways that these psychological processes manifest themselves conversationally include the following. If you did blank, you'd be blank. This basic format is an ultimatum while throwing out a dare, places ultimate weight in an action, elevating it to a determining factor in someone's social stance. This can heighten anxiety and fear in somebody, prompting nervousness about future exclusion and questioning of self-worth. It also feeds off a person's fear of missing out, again bringing individual value into question. Everyone else is doing it. This phrase, again, rings the bells of belonging, seeding the idea of social alienation. This phrase also brings another pillar of the dangers of peer pressure into light: normalization of the extreme. Claiming that everyone else is doing something can justify an absurd task, defining it as necessary for approval, something that is completely normal. This means that in pursuit to belong, coupled with a kernel of self-assurance, teens can be swept into incredibly dangerous activities without a moment's notice. Social conformity can arise from non-verbal peer pressure. If a group of people seem to collectively wear the same clothing, don common mannerisms, and share a general bundle of jokes, a person hoping to enter the group might attempt to emulate these behaviors in pursuit of reducing the chance of ostracization and seamless entry. Another prominent form of non-verbal peer pressure is social media, which can create a form of visual conformity. It can set a beauty standard or craft the visual aesthetic threshold for something to be seen as beautiful or, in this case, perfect. A teen is susceptible to attempting to change their life to match these standards. When talking about peer pressure, whether referring to the victim or the person creating it, it should be understood that traces back to the hope of belonging. The person actively peer pressuring somebody may be looking to impress somebody they admire, seeking to affirm their social place, while the person being directly peer pressured wants to, in their eyes, prove their worth. The understanding that in every step, insecurity is the driving force connected to annul the impacts of peer pressure, as it gives an emotionally detached understanding of why it occurs. While recognizing it is usually initiated by desire to fit in doesn't justify peer pressure at all, it does redefine what is commonly understood and empowers individuals to counteract it by reaching out in a more compassionate manner. If you're somebody that's going through it, remain mindful of the fact that you have your voice. Resistance may be difficult, but being able to identify exerted pressure and propose truth is an important skill. Don't hesitate to withdraw from conversation. If you're a bystander, remember that no issue is too far out of your reach. If you're somebody that's actively peer pressuring somebody, take a step back and think about the why. Make active attempts at reforming your life for the